Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler video series videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff and drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I just got through reviewing some salty and savory chips, and I'm a little bit parched. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I am inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. But that's not actually the case today. I actually picked this item up a few days ago. Went out to a supermarket, because I had to go over there and get some stuff. And actually, it wasn't even a thing of like I particularly needed anything from the supermarket. I needed something from a pet store that was near the supermarket. And I was like, screw it. Might as well, I'm in the area. And, I looked around, tried to find some stuff that might be interesting to review. And I saw something that caught my eye, and I was like, well, ain't that a thing? So what is it? Folks, it's a blast from the past because it's Slice, which is a soda. But there's a story here. For those of you who aren't a million years old like me, Slice used to be a Pepsi soda. And what I mean by that is Slice was a line of fruit-flavored sodas that PepsiCo came out with back in the 70s or 80s, something like that, like before my time, I think. And that was their run of fruit drinks to, compete against Coca-Cola and their offerings, their Fantas and Sprites and what have you. Eventually, they decided to go over there and drop the line, though, and specifically their lemon lime slice was replaced with Sierra Mist, which of course has now been replaced with Starry. I've reviewed Starry, by the way. I even did a comparison review against Sierra Mist. Go watch those reviews if you're interested. But this is they're sort of their OG lemon lime soda. But here's the thing, Pepsi doesn't own Slice anymore. They gave up the trademark on it. So I guess it was bought up by some other company. Originally they made it into fizzy waters, and now they've made it into prebiotic and probiotic soda. Alright. I kind of wish they wouldn't have. I kind of wish they just would have made the Slice soda again. I will say this right off the bat, though. I don't know if I ever had Slice while it was a thing. I'm sure I probably did, just by happenstance, but like the Slice brand was not a brand of soda that was commonplace in the Wenzel household growing up. So I can't say prebiotic, probiotics aside whether or not this is going to taste like the original stuff. But let's get a thing for the thing. It looks like that, and we'll just go. There we go. Ha 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 ha! And it says, hello again. We're back and better than the 1980s drink we once were. That remains to be seen. I guess it was the 80s then. We're still the spunky, full-flavored soda you love, but now with grown-up benefits, only 4 grams of sugar, good for gut, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's give it a go. And I've reviewed, like, plenty of, like, alternative sodas and prebiotic and all that shit and everything, so you can look for those if you're interested. It has kind of a lemon-limey smell. Let's give it a go. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Very different than what I was expecting. I have personally found with the prebiotic and probiotic sodas and what have you, some of them taste a bit medicine-y. Some of them take on sort of a almost kombucha-esque kind of quality to their flavor. It's always about trying to find that line of, trying to go over there and make it still a soda, but then having those benefits And I'm not, I just I don't know shit about it, so I'm not trying to fucking upsell anything. I'm here to talk about the flavor. This does not taste menacing, and it's not overly tangy or anything like a kombucha. It tastes, for the most part, like a lemon lime soda. A little bit weak of a lemon lime soda, if I'm being honest, though not as weak as I've had in a budget lemon lime sodas. It's not that bad. But I do think that the maybe only having 4 grams of sugar, although I am interested. Are there any other sweeteners? Because it's still fairly sweet. Apparently it has its own thing, sliced gutsy blend. Vegetable one has sugar, lemon juice, lime juice, natural flavors, stevia. There it is. Ha ha. Yeah, it's might only have 4 grams of sugar, but it also has stevia in it. Stevia is I believe it's a plant-based sugar substitute, so that's why it tastes the way that it does. So. But it's actually pretty tasty. Like I said, I can't tell you exactly if it's, anything close to the original flavor of Slice, but I can tell you that is, being a lemon lime soda, especially a probiotic one, I've had way worse. I actually kind of like this. I like lemon lime sodas in general. Sprite is probably my favorite brand, but I like some 7-Up. I actually really enjoyed Sierra Mist. I don't like Starry. This is a shitload better than Starry. I'll say that right now. It's a fairly light flavor, though, which to some extent isn't a bad thing. It makes it very refreshing tasting. I like that. The prebiotic, probiotic aspect of it, there is a little bit. There's a little bit of an aftertaste, but the lemon lime flavor, for the most part, does a pretty good job of sort of keeping that sort of, under wraps. I think for myself personally, if I wasn't actively trying to search for it, as I'm drinking it, if this were just given to me and I didn't realize, that it's, a healthy soda, that whole thing, I think I probably would just think that it's, maybe an off-brand lemon lime soda that's, not too bad. Okay. I'm pleasantly surprised. 2 questions have to be asked, though. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Third question, should they just bring back sliced soda? Maybe, sure, and yes. I think for me personally, when it comes to the prebiotics and all that, again, I'm not a fucking food scientist. I'm not going to say one way or another if that shit's any good for you or whatnot. That's not my end of things. In terms of flavor, one of the issues you do run into with these, these healthy alternative sodas is pricing. They just cost more than normal sodas. So it's hard to go over there and justify it based strictly off of the flavor. Because at the end of the day, while it's not a bad lemon lime soda, it's not as good as Sprite. It's not as good as 7-Up. It's better than Starry. Again, I will always fucking denounce Starry whenever I have the opportunity. I don't like Starry very much. Clearly. But at the same time, it's not a bad drink, It's just, it's one of those things where, are you going in it for the benefits or the flavor or what have you? And if nothing else, I'm happy that the flavor, especially since it does have that, that namesake, that historic namesake, I'm glad that the flavor works and that it doesn't taste like ass. Because again, some of those fucking prebiotic stuff, man, really gnarly. I wouldn't go out of my way to get it again. It's certainly not going to replace any of the sodas that I personally already enjoy, but maybe every now and again. If I'm recommending it, it is that thing of, again, what are you personally looking for? If you're somebody who's already into the prebiotic, healthy soda, all that shit, this could be genuinely for you, because I'm not going to say it's the best tasting I've had, but certainly it's in the upper tiers. Again, it tastes like a lemon lime soda and it's nice. Just a little bit of an aftertaste thing. If you're a Slice fan from back in the day and you want to relive that experience, maybe, because again, I can't say how accurate it is to the original Slice experience, but maybe it'll be worth giving a shot. Worst case scenario, it's a pretty tasty lemon lime soda. So, but again, if it really is just a thing of like, well, you just want a lemon lime soda and you don't care about the other shit, well, but anyway, 5 things before we get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, Spanish rest of your year. Folks, go over there, have yourselves a truly Slice-tastic rest of your life, I guess. And again, if nothing, I'd love to see Slice, like, bring it back as just a soda. I'd like to do that. Again, even if I don't have the memories of it, it'd be cool. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, do you have any memories of Slice soda? And if you do, and if you happen to try out this new version, please let me know what your experience is with it. Is it close to it? Is it, completely far off? Like I said, I can't speak to it because I don't have those memories of it. Maybe they were locked away by an evil wizard. I don't know. Who the fuck knows what evil wizards are up to? But, yeah, let me know. And there are other Slice flavors, so I will be reviewing those eventually. But anyway,